Hey guys, what's going on? It's the boy who had 7 here. And boy oh boy, do I have one of the most epic videos for you guys today. So, last year, I decided that I needed to get into the ASM 129 game. And the reason is because it's a book I've always wanted, but my wife, as she's watched me get back into comics over time, she's fallen in love with the Punisher. She is all about the Punisher's way of doing things, all right, guys? So we watched the Netflix show together, and I, after watching it, was all queasy. I'm like, I don't know if I could keep watching this. This is violent. And she's like, give me more, give me more, give me more. So she is an absolute huge Punisher fan. Like I've said before, guys, the girl who had 7, she often gets mad at Batman because he doesn't just kill Joker and put an end to him and not allow him to hurt anybody else. So she lives her life that way. If I do something wrong, I'm in trouble. And so I just fell in love with the Punisher, and I fell in love with the fact that she liked the Punisher so much. And so I went and picked up my very first copy of ASM 129, all right, guys? And that is the 7.5 white pages. And this was towards the end of the Netflix show. I got it for a little too much money. It has dropped since then. And so I'm holding on to this book until we see Frank Castle in the MCU. That will be the time for me to sell it and probably try to make my money back, all right? So this is my first copy. You guys know they like to call me Matty White Pages. I had to get those white pages on here. It's a beautiful, beautiful copy, and beautiful white too. I mean, look at that. White, so nice. Huge fan of this book. I really love this copy. Well, my collection started to change, guys. I sold mystery boxes last year twice. I started getting rid of a lot of books to get bigger books that I liked. And I had this idea in 2019 to go and get as many keys, modern keys in a 9.8 as I could, or other keys that the highest grade that I could afford. And I started amassing a whole bunch of books. And when it came down to it, at the end of the year, I started giving away a lot of things for the 12 days of Christmas. And I started thinking, why do I have these books? What do they mean to me? Is it just so I can get a whole bunch of books? And definitely TJ the Slab Drag Watson was in my corner, and he was inspiring me to get as many books as I could. And that was a thought that I had for a long time. But my space is limited. I've got this little comic corner in this house full of 7 kids and 2 adults. And I'm running out of space, and I started thinking to myself, I'd much rather have books and keys that mean something to me emotionally, that have some type of attachment to my childhood or to my wife, in this case with the ASM 129. And so I decided to get rid of a lot of books that didn't mean anything to me, which was still really hard to do, guys. I mean, I've been selling a ton of books lately, and boy, was it hard to wrap them up, put them in a box, and ship them out and realize they're not going to be in my collection anymore. But it was worth it, guys. So back last year, towards the end of the year, I picked up this amazing Spider-Man 129, and it was a 129 9.2 white pages, beautiful copy. I paid an awesome price because this book has been dropping in price lately, and I was able to get this book closer to the price I paid for the other one. And so I was really happy to have it, and I thought I was done. Then, during the 12 days of Christmas, my friends decided to hook up the girl who had 7 and myself with some gifts. They got me an epic Ghost Rider statue that's right there. They got me some really cool books here that they sent to me. Steve and Hialeah and the Florida Boys, D-Runk Comics, Kavi, JB from Discovery Bay Comics, and DS Comics got me this one. And they also got the girl who had 7 a Punisher statue, all right? And after I saw that Punisher statue, this idea started to come into my mind. And it was there a little bit earlier when I got this book, thinking, you know what? One of these days I want to own this book in the highest grade that I can afford possible. And then during the 12 days of Christmas, I thought, you know, my heart like changed. I thought it would be the coolest thing to own the Punisher's first appearance in the highest grade possible. And it sounded really distant and really far and really insane, but boy do I love the girl who had 7. I don't think there's a human being on this planet that I love as much as I love her. And I thought, you know, it would be so cool to get that book for her in a 9.8 white pages. So I started this journey of upgrading, and I want to upgrade until I can get that book. This year I had 3 main books that I wanted to pick up: AF-15, Fantastic Four #1, and Hulk #1. And I knew that it would be a year where I probably just got one of those books, and that was it. But then this book that I'm about to show you guys came available. I saw it, I saw the price, I haggled a little bit, got a great price for the book, and I had the cash saved up from the books that I've sold, and man, am I happy to tell you guys that that dream of getting this book in a 9.8 white pages has come true. And this is The Girl Who Had Seven's only book that I own, but it is hers to do with whatever she wants. There it is, guys. The Amazing Spider-Man number 129 in a 9.8 white pages. Oh my goodness. I did it. I got it, guys. I won't be able to get my AF-15 this year. I won't be able to get my Fantastic Four #1, but I sure did get this beautiful, beautiful copy of the first appearance of the Punisher. And man, it doesn't go up from here, guys. This Grail is finished. This will be a book that I hang on to for a long time. If it does something crazy like the Werewolf by Night #32 or Hulk 181, you never know. You know, if it gets up into the $50,000, $60,000 and it's selling at this grade, you know, me and The Girl Who Had Seven will discuss that one for sure. But for now, guys, I've gotten this holy grail for my wife, and it is the highest grade that exists. I think there's 129 at this grade on the census, which that's quite a bit. But still, this is a great book. I purchased it in a time where it's definitely dropped $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 from where it was a year ago. And so I'm really happy to say that I sold some books, had the cash, was able to turn around and purchase this for myself, for The Girl Who Had Seven. And there it is, guys. That is a journey of a 7.5, which will be for sale one of these days, a 9.2, and now to the 9.8 white pages. So, you know, I'm just so happy. I hope you guys are happy for me. And this is a book that definitely makes me as happy as can be because of my feelings to The Girl Who Had Seven. So huge shout out to her. I love you, babe. This is your book. There it is. And it's going to look great in our collection and be a part of the journey that I've changed to, you know. I still got a lot of books for sale, and I still got a lot of big keys that mean something to me, like AF-15. Spidey's my favorite character. That's a book I definitely want to own one of these days. It's really expensive, so what do I need to do? I need to sell. So guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate your love, your compassion, your friendship. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Please leave a like down below. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And as always, guys, I'll talk to you later. Mischief definitely managed. See ya. Hey guys, before we go, I wanted to give a shout out to Elite_Comics11 on Instagram. That's where I purchased this book from, and they're doing something revolutionary this weekend that I want you guys to go be a part of. They're a premier marketplace for vintage books on Instagram, so go check them out. They're an authorized CGC dealer as well, and they've got about 10,000 to 11,000 followers on IG. Tomorrow and Sunday, which is February 8th and 9th, Elite Comics 11 will be putting on AtCon for the IG community. AtCon will be a first of its kind. It's a totally online comic convention. So something that we haven't seen before, guys, and I want to try to support it and see what it's all about. It's going to be a virtual convention with feature panels, giveaways, a ton of vendors, contests, kind of like cosplay or kids drawing contests. There's going to be a bunch of live charity auctions. So go follow at Elite_Center11 and at Elite_Comics11 to enjoy the free convention February 8th and 9th, guys. Go check them out. Give them some support. Sounds pretty cool.